Good evening, SpeedGaming fans. I am Kuchiri, and welcome to today's Castlevania Aria of Sorrow SG Live 2020 tournament. We are in the top four. This is the losers bracket. So, whoever loses this race will be out against Fuse and Radzo. Fuse being the current developer of this randomizer. So yeah, we should talk about that. We have a new randomizer we're running this time. Fuse's randomizer now randomizes the whatever soul you start out with. It also changes some logic up. But maybe we'll get to see some of that here soon. We're going to start in a second now. Alright, they're both on okay. They're just waiting for the timer hits here for them. They'll be going. But the main goal is still the same. We need to find the books. We need to find the souls that goes with the books. And we need to beat Chaos. And we start out with Butcher, I believe, with the knife. It's always good to know what bullet soul you start out with, just so you know if you got something really strong to blaze through the early game here. Alright, we got an ability soul on top of this room. We'll see if Fuse decides to grab that. And we also get Blue Crow. Decently strong bullet soul. Yeah, Fuse is going to grab that ability soul before going back down to... Oh, actually, Fuse is going to skip the save. Usually there's a play where we go check the waterway from here to see the I am down there. It's a very long one-off check. Razzo... Let's see if Razzo decides to do that as well. And nope, Razzo's moving on as well. Okay. First boss now, Creaking Skull. No, not too difficult with the boss. You can see here, Fuse is going to keep on doing jump cancels to reload his bullet soul. And boss is down. Going to grab the... Or not. I thought we were going to grab the orb, but... Fuse is like, hey, I just needed that XP, and now I'm going to go this way. There's a yellow soul up here. I don't think we have anything. Oh, Blue Crow should be able to hit. So we get ourselves Houdini, which means we can now walk on water. There's now an extra check, that waterway section I just mentioned, that we can go to. Now we have 2 checks. Razzo's moved on. Looks like we have 500 gold. The first breakable wall has a meat strip. Some decent early game healing. And now we have our first waterway check here. Fuse decided not to get the meat strip. Fuse has Houdini, which means he can go ahead and move on into the underground waterway from here. We also find Poison Worm. Yeah, so Fuse could turn on Houdini. Oh my goodness, we have Mimic. That's actually a super decent soul. Let's see if Fuse decides to go to Waterway. Decides to do it without Houdini, but we now have Mimic. So Fuse is just going to start acquiring money as he takes damage now. Eventually, you know, we'll get the shop unlocked, and we can hope for the strongest sword in the game in there that claims Solace. But Fuse is now in Flowing Garden. One of the nice things about this randomizer is we can sometimes get to, you know, late or mid-game areas. This is usually the 5th area, 6th area of the game. And we're doing this level 2, level 3. A Razdo now grabbing Malphas. That should have been something that gotten sooner, but that's fine. These runners are on the tier that they can just get past these enemies without too much hassle. However, if they do get hit by any of these enemies, it will cause some decent damage. We are under-equipped, basically. Nope, missed that platform there. Try not to get grabbed by those devils that causes you to go into a rage. Now we're actually in the Flowing Garden maze. This is kind of confusing. Once you play this game a few times, you kind of understand how this works. Oh, but we get ourselves a Gale Bog. We'll see if Fuse decides that's the weapon of choice. It will be an upgrade to the knife he's carrying around. Oh, we get another ability soul in the main path, Gravekeeper. Technically unlocks one area, but it's not that required. Oh, we get Graham. That's what's going to cause Fuse to pick up, equip it. So 30 attack power boost there. We'll see if Fuse decides that's enough to get into. Oh, well, now with that Demon's Mail. Yeah, that Demon's Mail, he's probably going to go all the way to. Brain fart. Clock Tower. But first, we got 2 more checks here in this horse riding room. Ooh, we got a blue soul, while Razdo found a book and also found a blue soul, so... Fuse is trying to get that blue soul from underneath the platform here. We are looking for Black Panther, which would be a fun soul to have. Fuse, just... Oh, there we go. Oh, we can find flying armor. It's some decent tech. And we also find a regular potion, which I think Fuse is going to say no to. See if Fuse decides to grab this save point, decides not to, moves on. Razzo continues on the vanilla path. We'll be eventually walking to the chapel, the second area of the game. I think Fuse is done with Flowing Gardens, did not want to go to Clock Tower. Again, does have a dark attribute armor, which would make death a bit easier. I think Fuse is now going to go onto the vanilla path. Fuse pauses for a bit. Ooh, Razzo only had 5 health before grabbing that save. Lucky save there. There's a sword that's bat-locked. We're probably not going to come back to that sword. Now the question is, if that was claimed, do you come back for it? Was that a Mimic? Oh, no, just $1,000. Now, Fuse does have the layout that we can go ahead and get into living quarters with. See if Fuse decides if they want to go that route. Ooh, the other item down here was spoiled milk, which Razzo still grabs, probably hoping to get the zombie soul that lets you consume spoiled or rotten stuff for health. So if he sees that book there, knows we need to come back here with Can Fly ability. Either Hippogriff or Bat. Oh, we found Mura Mesa! So this sword can actually hit up to 3 times if you get right to the hilt of the blade. It's a really strong weapon. A lot of our runners do like using it. Yeah, but unfortunately Fuse is not going to be able to grab that book, but we'll remember it. Fuse will remember. Comment chat. All the Castlevania RPGs are pretty fun. Razdo's still moving on through the chapel. Finds $2,000. And another sword. Razdo's is going to leave that sword there. And Fuse does go on to the living quarters. Now we will get a movement-based ability soul for defeating the Headhunter boss here. Plus there's some other checks. And we are playing on area tech tiers, which means, you know, the farther the later areas you go, the chance of things being, you know, better are. So like we can find some good mid to late game weapons there. Ooh, Fuse is gonna go ahead and get the warp point. Is that a combat knife? Sword? I cannot speak today. It's been one of those days now. So Razzo unlocks the war point. Fuse unlocks the war point. Razzo saves and is now going to fight the second boss, Manticore. Another very easy boss. Like the first 4 bosses of the games actually all come back as late game enemies or stuff like that. So that's not the route. Oh, look at that. That's 125 per hit. So with the Muramasa, why did the damage numbers get lower? Anyway, so Fuse is moving to... Okay, so Fuse decided just to get that warp point, then move on with the vanilla path. Okay. So we now have a warp point where we can get back to the living quarters. So now Fuse is just following Radzo around. Alright, we found a Lure Une off a enemy drop. Not that great of an early game soul because it just absorbs all of your mana to use it. But it might help out in a pinch. Especially if we find ourselves in the Rune Ring. We'll see if Fuse decides to save Scum of the money and the spoiled milk. Because that is an option. Oh, actually, Fuse is just going to ignore that area. Fuse absolutely ignored that area. Okay. That's a gamble. We do find giant ghosts. Remember, anything we find in those candles could be one of the 3 souls we need to beat the game. So if we find the blue book and it tells us that's giant ghosts, we need giant ghosts. Something that's changed with Fuse's randomizer is instead of giving us the bestiary entry for the soul, the books actually just tell us what soul it is and what enemy drops it. So that does add a new layer of challenge, if you want to call it that. So you can go ahead and try and find the candles, or if you want to farm the enemies, you can. Anyway, so Razzo is still moving through the stud. He finds Black Cloak, our first accessory, and a decent one to bat. There's only a handful that you probably want more than that. We now push this block down. And we find more red meat. So it looks like Razzo's hoping to get like Zombie Officer to consume the meats soon. Alright, so moving through this hallway. This hallway is annoying. Especially if you have Black Panther. You hit one of those ectoplasms, boom, you have no magic. So we got a red candle here with red minute. Oh, that's actually one of the best red souls there are. When you see that, you're very hyped. Alright, so playing the low health game. We'll get this refill. We're going to see what slide lock down here. Oh, it's the ability soul. Should be able to hit that still. Red Mentor hit. Yeah. No, Skull Archer hits it too. Oh, so technically slide locks are high jump ability. Or Manticore. Oh, actually, wait, never mind. We find Skula, we get that Hippogriff anyway. So Fuse did some checks that Razzo is probably going to do after getting done down there. But yeah, that Hippogriff's pretty good. And we find Death. Death is a fun one. Death is random. So the Death Soul literally just has sickles fly from all over the place. So Backdash locked this Yellow Soul, which is Skula. Well, okay, so with the Manticore that Fuse found, plus the Udini and the Skula there, that Hippogriff is back in logic. That Hippogriff requires either slide or the ability to get through the Forbidden Area. And since we now have the Forbidden Area unlocked, boom! Alright, so Skull Archer does not do damage to the iron armor here. But Razzo does get the third boss down and gets another ability soul. Ah, just another copy of Gravekeeper. So the shop's unlocked. Razzo will probably now make it to the warp point to go see what's in the shop. We're looking for, you know, usually Death's Robe's a good one to find there. The Climb Solace. Fuse is abusing Manticore dashes because that's technically faster than walking. But yeah, Fuse already has 62 defense thanks to the Black Cloak and Demon's Mail. Not grabbing the rotten meat. Good choice. Ooh, we get Gorgon. That's actually pretty decent there. Because it will make the defense even higher. I would have kept Mimic on. I guess you're only taking 1 damage, so you're only getting 1 gold. Ooh, actually, Razzo is not going to be able to check this check. It's a Yellow Soul, but takes a death! Oh, Razzo has to redo the last, like, 2 or 3 minutes, because Razzo has to re-kill this boss here. Now, those gargoyles are really great for EXP if you decide you want to farm them as well. We'll probably see Fuse kill them. Yeah, now... Oh, Razzo, you also don't have your Hippogriff! Razzo forgot to grab Hippogriff. Yeah, I'm probably going to take a guess that Fuse is going to do living quarters and top floor after this. That Hippogriff lets us get to top floor. Yeah. So Fuse has checked all of Flowing Gardens and now has caught up to Razzo doing the vanilla checks. But yeah, no, this is you're watching one of the 14 tournaments for SG Live. We have so much gaming going on right now between all the tournaments. We've got thrown onto SG4. But yeah, these are the final 4 competitors in this tournament. Mind you, the prize pool they're playing for is only $60. The winner gets $42. The second place gets $20. But if you want the 2021 Aria of Sorrow Randomizer tournament to have a bigger prize pool, you can always contribute towards that. I think right now we're looking at a prize pool. But we currently have a $22 prize pool already donated towards it. If we keep up at this rate, we get a bonus $200 towards it, which is pretty cool. And we only have a small group of runners on this, so if you're looking to try and get into some Aria of Sorrow Randomizer, like, this is the time to join our Discords and, you know, just have fun. Because this is a very fun randomizer. Like, no two Cs are alike. Because you're going to get different weapons every time. There's like 100 items in this game. Your souls will be different every time. It's just great all around. Ooh, trying to do the main core, but gets cursed. You hate to see it. I just posted a link in the Discord to our Castlevania Randomizer server. It's a Discord. We have multiple randomizers, including all the Nintendo DS Castlevanias on there. And we also have the Castlevania 2 randomizer, which, yeah, that's a thing. But we get a first look at the shop. And there it is, the Clam Solius. I don't know how to pronounce it, but if we can somehow grind up 100,000 gold, that sword is ours. Right, so we get a red soul here and a flame necklace. Brad is buying some armor to get a little bit stronger. Plus Kamen Rider Kuga's belt. No, Fuse is 8 EXP away from leveling up, so we'll probably see Fuse smack some zombies for a bit. Yep. Well, some of the runners like to keep Muramasa too, just because of the multi-hit. It speeds up the some fight. Plus, we also need a strong weapon for Julius, because the claim is not going to help us against Julius. The BFS. But we actually have some high potions in here, which Fuse decided to buy the rest of. We do find the Joyous. That basically is our ticket to buy the claim. The gold sword that actually is worthless. Ooh, Fuse was debating, decides to not go back to Living Corpse. So Razzo is moving to the dance hall. And Fuse looks like he's going to be checking the waterway. Usually we see this as one of the first checks in the game. Oh, we get blue. Oh, this is Black Panther. Oh no, just Medusa head. Clean Soulish. Soulish. Cleave Solius. I think I'm just going to adopt BFS and just call it that from now on. Because that's what it is, especially in the DS version. Have you ever seen the claim or the cleave in the DS version? That thing's like 4 times the size of Soma in that. You have Manticore. Use Manticore for this section. Oh no, Rezo. Wait, did Rezo get Manticore? We might have to do a Dawn of Sorrow showcase here on SpeedGaming after we get done with SG Live. There's a bunch of fun stuff we can do with it. Ooh, okay, so our team is pretty good. Now Fuse is doing the living quarters check. As Razzo makes it to the big golem. These Valkyries actually dropped some good XP as well. So those are only doing 30 damage. You need to do a little bit more than that, Razzo. You do have Manticore. Just to let you know. But if Razzo gets close enough, you can do triple hits. Actually, Fuse is going straight to final floor, or top floor. Yeah, that's the health for it. Behind this final guard, we get Minotaur, which is pretty good. Nice little 8 damage boost. We're about 30 minutes in, no books yet, but we should hopefully find one here soon. We've already explored half the castle. Ooh, I just remembered, we do have that red book we can reach now with the Hippogriff. We'll see if any of these runners remember that. Alright, we get some tasty meat, some great healing there. Now we got one check here plus the warp point. Yasutuna, I can pronounce them. I'm sorry if I butcher some names. Alright, we got the high potions for a reason. Alright, so Razzo finds Chrono Mage. Actually, this will allow Razzo to enter the time-locked area. Plus, we'll make some rooms nice and easier if decides to carry it around with him. Normally you need Galamoth, but you can freeze the game. Oh my god, is that... Oh, that's not the silver gun. That's still a handgun. Fuse might use that for some memes on Julius, bringing a gun to a whip fight. It will take like 500 shots, but you know. Nice silver plate there. That's going to sell for a few grand. Razzo realizing kind of stuck here. Razzo gotta remember how to get to the war point. Ah, there's that rune ring. That's great find. All that was for a black bag. I still would have grabbed it to sell it. Fuse, I think, can now go to Clock Tower. And I think that's the plan. Yeah, using those triple hits on those wrecking balls is kind of nuts. Where's Oh, Razzo's taking the very long way to get the red bug. So we'll know one of the 3 required canonical souls here soon. The minion souls? I'm not sure. But Fuse is going to have a date with death here. Two-stage fight. First stage, you're fighting a giant stick with a blade on it. Then you actually get to fight Darth Maul Death. Or Death Maul. However you want to call him. Fuse just jumping into the pointy side a few times. Razzo is actually also in the clock tower, moving through the water side. Also would like to welcome SpeedGaming Portuguese. I am having a hard time pronouncing stuff. Oh, Valkyrie's a good boy soul. Fuse is grabbing the restore while Razzo's in the pendulum room. Fuse finds Galamoth, so now both runners have a way to go into the time freezing room. And oh boy, we find the Dark Blade, the Dark Blade. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So now both runners are in Clock Tower. Took massively different paths to get here. But that's the fun in randomizers. So Razzo, once, you know, climbs all the way up to the top, will fight their own death fight. Fuse will probably turn this into a waterway check. Just go back through Flooring Gardens. Razzo, hippogriffing into spikes is a good way to get a massive headache. As you do it again, it's fine. It's fine. Juice is going to see what Razzo found down here. I think Razzo's probably dead. Yep. Ow. How far back is? Oh, that far back. Okay, that's fine though. I don't know if Razzo grabbed the book. But if Razzo grabbed the book and read what it was, that is knowledge that Razzo actually gets to keep. You don't actually have to have the book. Fuse going through the spike area without slide. Oh, Fuse finds the dummy item, the skull key. It was meant to do something in the game, but the developers never found a way to put it in. The item is still in the game, though. It does nothing. Sometimes you find it's the most pointless item in the game. Fuse is all done with Clock Tower now, so probably we'll be moving on to the waterway. So surprised it hasn't done living quarters yet. We only have like 4 areas left where the books can be. Thanks to our runners checking everything. Yeah, so Razzo's now not going back in the Clock Tower. That's where Razzo went to Clock Tower. So Razzo didn't even grab the book yet. So Razzo just went into the Clock Tower from that method. There's like 4 ways to get into Clock Tower. It's kind of dumb. Alright, so we're back. Oh, nope. That wasn't where you wanted to go. Could you imagine if this game only had 5 war points like Symphony and Circle of the Moon? How annoying would that be? So Fuse is now doing living quarters. As Galamoth, can check the Galamoth location. The vanilla game, there was a book there, and you know, because it's considered a layer game area, there's a good chance that something's there too. We get our first book, and it's Red Minotaur! We're 1 soul down. We are 1 soul down, people. And it's actually one of the best souls to have as the red soul in the final fight. Or the grand fight. With the Rune Ring, too? Rune Ring, Archdemon, yeah, no, all the Red Minotaurs are going to be spinning around. If you guys saw the Bloodstained Rando race a couple days ago on SG2, you know, whenever Solsky finally got Summon Hellhound? Yeah. About that level of insanity. Alright, we get a castle map. Pretty much pointless. And we get a cream soda, which is pretty much delicious. And now it's time for the Headhunter fight. 3 fights in a row. Headhunter puts on a different head, has a different set of abilities. First head is the Stabby head. That's all this head does is stabby, stabby, stabby. But if you keep, you know, knocking her back with damage, she does nothing. This is the Mage head. It casts spells. So here's the fire spell. There's also a lightning spell. And dead. Now we're on to the more annoying head, the lizard head. This head has a super long tongue. It can also poison you, which halves your damage. It's a very annoying soul. But using Manticore, that was a quick fight. For Creaking Skull, great blue soul there. Fuse knows there's a save point. Just go ahead and grab the save point. Now we're going to go into the Galamoth lock location. With Galamoth on, there's a little rabbit here that tries to stop time. Galamoth prevents that from happening, so sucks to be it. That's the Chrono Mage. And then you come up here for 2 items. The Kamen Rider Belt and the Blue Book. I think that's vanilla, actually. The Blue Book, Allura Une from Rock Armor. Actually, Razdo got that randomly. Razdo's actually 2 souls in, by the way. And one of the souls was from complete happenstance. Now, mind you, Fuse can go back into those hallways where the rock armors are and grind them to basically get Allura Une like Razdo get. Razdo didn't grind though. Razdo just got it. So we are now 2 souls in. Fuse needs to still find that blue soul. Alright, Fuse finds some armor in this breakable floor. There's a poison fist up there. That sells for a decent amount. Alright, can't do much in dance hall from this way because we don't have slide. But we can check the ceiling here. Razzo's not too far behind, but again, Fuse has checked more things. There's a guaranteed Mimic spawn there. Mimics are also, like, if you find a item Mimic that's taking the place of item, and you're still, like, in your early levels, you can kill a few of them for some quick levels. So, Razzo still needs to check all Flowing Gardens. Razzo, oh, I don't think Razzo checked Galamoth. Razzo, you have Chrono Mage. You can stop that rabbit from stopping you. So right now, Fuse has the blue book, knows what's on it. Razzo has a red book, knows and has what's on it. Razzo also has what's on the blue book, but apparently doesn't know you can use Chrono Mage to get it. Alright, so Fuse is going back to the main hall. See if this is to go to Dance Hall or to go to the Waterway, because our third book is guaranteed in the Waterway. Yeah, Fuse is first going to grab the red book, though. Hey! Fuse got the thing that Razzo's been collecting the spoiled milk and spoiled meat for. So Fuse now knows 2 of the souls, has 1 of them. We just now need to find yellow. Which the yellow book's definitely in the waterway sections. Could be the main waterway, it could be in arena, it could be in the catacombs. Could also be in the forbidden area. We still have half the castle we haven't explored. And Fuse is going to save and probably going to drop down there. I am not a fan of the water sections in this game, if I'm going to be completely honest. There's just so many random dead ends. That's fun for exploring, I guess. Ooh, we get a super potion here. That's a nice full heal. That's going to be saved for the final boss fights. Fuse walking to the right. Oh, Fuse walking to the right to make sure he saw all the items and slept to go back to that doorway. So there was a big black sword. That's black by the waterway location. Oh, Fuse found the second copy of the blue book. So, Galamoth and... Okay, so that's actually some good news for Razdo. Razdo can find that blue book and know they're in a good situation. Alright, so far nothing over here in the right reservoir. We saw the starring armor as one of the drops here. There's a breakable wall down here. For some tea. Or coffee, my bad. This little giant warm room. There is... Ooh! That would have been good to sell, but Fuse decides to not get the army jacket. I think we only have one more check that's left on this right side. For a high mind up. Still something good to find. I'm surprised Razzo's not abusing Manicore like Fuse is. Now that rune ring is paying off in dividends right now for Fuse. Ooh, gets a werewolf bullet soul. That will probably be the bullet soul Fuse will use in the Julius fight. Oh, Red Minotaur works too. Ah, Fuse got hit by that imp. Thinking that there were gremlins. I think Fuse actually went out of way to kill those two because gremlins... actually, no, wait. Gremlins dropped the Red Minotaur. Never mind. So Razzo's on the death fight. Oh, Razzo's never found the Demon Mail. Fuse found Demon Mail extremely early and been able to use that basically carry him through this game. We get a blue soul there. That blue soul is the Allura Une. Alright. Whatever advantage Razzo got from killing that rock armor, got the lucky drop, gone now. We'll see if Fuse decides to go. Oh wait, no, Fuse already checked that room. Ooh, get some curry. Yeah, unfortunately, Rad took a death on death. Makes sense. Yeah, without that Demon's Mail, that Demon's Mail actually makes death practically do no damage because he does dark damage. Demon Mail is strong against dark. But Fuse is one book and possibly one soul away from gold mode. And I think that early Flowing Gardens play was the key to win. If Fuse wins, but right now Fuse is in such a great location. Rune Ring was in top floor. The big room with all the Inruses. Razzo gets done with phase 1. Fuse is now in the big room of the waterway. We'll hit this warp point. Accidentally air back dashes. Hate to see that. Let's see if Fuse decides to dip into Forgotten Highway. Forgotten Highway. Forgotten... Forbidden Area. Oh my goodness. You can tell I've been doing a lot of commentaries lately. Wrong game. That was Super Metroid. Anyway. Checking top left here in this waterfall room. We got another yellow soul. Ooh, Iron Golem. That's a fun one when you find Black Panther. And Fuse is also going to go ahead and grab this great sword. And also find... Yep, decides not to grab that. What's that? Ooh, there's a poison sword. So we'll see if we go into the Forbidden Waterway. Looks like that's the plan. The Forbidden... Oh, man, I just keep on messing that up. Razzo now has Galamoth. Can go get that blue book that way, or can do what Fuse did. So this is I like to call this the pedestal of Aria, because it's a very long path to check only 2 items. So the first item's here. In this breakable wall. This is where the Cleave Solias, or whatever you want to call it, is in the vanilla game. And today we get an ability soul, and it's Kicker Skeleton. Cool. Now we have one more long path to go to get the other item, and Forbidden, and Fuse is not checking it. What? Fuse, you do not go this far into Forbidden and not check the other item, man. I am confused by this play from Fuse. Is... Alright, so Fuse only checking one of the 2 items. Yeah, if you went all the way to the end, there was one item at the very end of that very long path. Fuse, I guess, wanted to... Yeah. We'll see if this pays off for Fuse. This could be the way Razzo gets back in. Oh, we get another ability, so there's our slide. Yeah, Fuse used the main core really well. There was a Mac Punch, and I am confused with this pathing from Fuse. So Fuse has all of the arena left, all of the arena, all of the catacombs. Was moving towards them. I would, if you were going to dip out of it, at least get the warp point in the arena so you can come back to it. I think Fuse is taking that slide to Dance Hall. Okay. Now, Fuse definitely doesn't think he has everything needed, or else he will warp to top floor. But Razzo now will have free reign of the reservoir. So now all eyes on Razzo. Razzo's going to be following basically the same path Fuse did. Yeah, Fuse is doing this as a dance hall check. I mean, there's a war point here. You can go down there. Razzo now knows, hey, I got 2 souls, I got 2 books. Razzo's back in this. Grab stuff to sell for your cleave. Alright. Fuse might also probably might just hard reset out of this. Fuse has Rib Mentor. Rib Mentor was extremely early this seed. I don't think Raz ever found Joy Use. Fuse has done almost all the same checks and hasn't found it yet. Okay, Fuse is going to the boss first. Now, Ribman, so every book soul has a location on the map inside a rig, inside their candle, or you can farm it. Off the enemy. So for Ribmentor, you can find the candle or farm gremlins. For Allura Une, you can find it in the reservoir, which Razzo is going to find here soon. Or you can, I'm brain farting. Or you can farm it off the rock armors, which Razzo found it off the rock armor. So there's two locations. So there's two ways you can get the souls, basically. Yeah. So Razzo here is about ready to grab the third. New Fuse on the rare ring, and yeah, hard reset. Yeah, Fuse went up to Danstar to hard reset out everything. So now Fuse is going to go back to the war point, then now go back to the waterway. Which if Fuse would just went to the arena to get that war point, he could have just gone straight to the arena. But no. I'm such a weird commentator sometimes. So we'll see if Fuse... So Fuse has actually abandoned a few locations. Fuse abandoned 2 checks right next to Chapel. Razzo checked them, there's nothing. Fuse has abandoned 1 item in the Forbidden area, which Razzo might grab. We don't know yet. So Razzo now gets the Allura Une. So there's 1 check down here before you get to the arena. We got all of the... We don't have the giant bat, so we can't do the 1 skip we kind of allow in the randomizer. The DDR room skip. Fuse did flowing gardens like minute 3, and that's why Fuse got such a big lead, because Fuse was able to get the demon mail from there. And then Fuse has been using Manticore for like this whole seed. Razzo's hasn't. Fuse also found Rune Ring early. Oh, nice sword here, Asafune. Nice big sword. Look how big the sword is. Now we find an iron plate. Razzo's in the area to go to the Forbidden Area. If the third book, if the yellow book is in the other location in the Forbidden Area and Razzo has the soul already, Razzo will be the first one to go into go mode. So if you're rooting for Razzo, that's what you want to see, is that last location in Forbidden Area. Oh, Razzo's not going to Forbidden. Never mind. Fuse has 1 check up here, and then the challenges. Actually, Fuse has 2 checks up here, my bad. I did not see what that one was because of the frame drops. But it wasn't the book because we're not looking at the menu right now. Oh, we find a pitch black suit. That's not too bad. Hard to reset though. I think with everything we found, we actually had enough money to buy the cleave. As Fuse is going to go straight to Fuse doing this one first. Okay. The worst challenge in the game. I deal with stupid Medusas and other flying enemies, and it's just a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt. Ooh, we get a blue soul though. Is that the coveted Black Panther? Nope. Oh well. We got a giant bat. Now we could do the DDR room skip. Or not do the DDR room skip. Razo is going to do Legion. Oh, there's Samurai Armor. Another hard reset. And Fuse is not going to fight Balrog. The 8th boss in the game, while Legion's like the 7th. So we got double boss fights going on. Balor, not Balrog. Bad. It's been a long day and I've been mispronouncing everything. Razo using Valkyrie very well, Legion being weak to Holy and Valkyrie being Holy Element. Nice 400 damage to everything, including the core. Ooh, also has the soul that, the Archdemon soul. We're getting all that magic points back. He's using Valkyrie, which is actually a nice early soul you can have too. Look at that! That like cut off all the cores at once. Not the cores, the shell at once, and then the core got cut down. Which means we get to see the Fetus Legion, and we get Curly. Another Death Soul. Maybe Razo will now remember, hey, you have Death Souls now. Fuse is now on to the right eye or left eye. Balor's right eye. It's on the left side for us. Takes double damage, but now you gotta deal with the stupid fire attack over and over again. Ooh, Kaiser Knucker, that's going to sell for a lot. And Fuse gets the kill. Fuse, do not hard reset this one. You just gained like 5 levels. Ooh, you also got Flame Demon, which isn't too bad. And you get some curry for it. Alright, Fuse is probably going to check DDR room as well. Which you could have done the skip for, but you know. Razo finds book 3! Oh, there it is, and it's Poison Worm. Do we have Poison Worm? I think we found Poison Worm, didn't we? Nice. So, the top part of this wall was not coded. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So Fuse found the other book 3. Nope. All best of ones. Yep. So Fuse and Razo are both in go mode. There's going to be a recorded race. We're going to record it and it's going to air sometime overnight and or in the morning. So watch out for that. That's going to be our winners semifinals between Jupiter Climb and Padoka Boys. My goodness. Double yellow book go modes at the same time. But does Raz, though, know he's in go mode? I don't think Razzo knows. Oh, that could be bad. Let's see if Fuse found enough stuff to get the cleave. We're 80,000 away. But well, looks like we will have to get rid of our strong armor right now if we want to have it. And it looks like we're going to go without it. Yep, we're just going to buy a whole bunch of potions. Did Razzo buy it? Razzo only has 9 gold. Did he buy it? He's not switching to it, so I don't think he bought it. Razzo's going to the top floor. Ah, Razzo bought super potions. But Fuse, you have Red Minotaur. Red Minotaur is going to wreck Graham, so you're all good. But now it's a race between Razzo and Fuse. And Razzo's actually got the lead right now. So, we needed Poison Worm, we needed Allura Une, and Red Minotaur today. So Graham, he teleports around, he's just like Dracula. As he teleports around, you hit him a few times, eventually he'll go to the center of the room. That's when you want to equip the 3 souls. When you do the final hit on phase 1, that's when you can change back to your regular get-up. And then he goes into phase 2, which is a giant, creepy, 2 naked women conjoined by ribs monster. You just have to DPS. But yeah, no, Fuse is abusing this Arc Demon, Mancor, Razzo is trying to do the same with Curly. They both have dark weapons, so unfortunately, they're not going to be doing much melee damage right now. Razzo's trying to sneak in some Valkyrie, and Fuse is already on the second part of phase 1. So now this is where you make sure you equip your 3 souls, which Fuse is reading the books once again. So Red Minotaur, boom. Allura Une, and Poison Worm. Just Red Minotaur this dude. That's all you gotta do. Or you're going to do jump slashes. It works. Either way works. Red Minotaur will probably be doing like, there we go. I did not see the damage numbers, but it should have been doing a crap ton of damage. Razzo doesn't have the rune ring, which was in the top floor, so Fuse actually has better mana coming up. And now Fuse is Dracula. Keep Red Minotaur, dude. It's the best one there is. So getting some triple hits in with the Muramasa, try and get some Mana Core dashes in. You get, looks like he was doing about 300 damage with Mana Core per dash. Razzo's frozen now. Razzo's now on phase 2. Don't forget, we are looking for more runners of this game. As Fuse finishes off Graham, now is in the home stretch. Did Razzo die? Ooh, okay. So if you want to go ahead and join our Discord, we play all the Castlevania randomizers there. But Fuse is now Dracula, so Fuse is going to go ahead and kill a Belmont and defeat the Bit of Chaos. Also, don't forget to follow the runners. They're putting on a great show. Fuse, again, is the creator of the current version of the randomizer we use, the Aria of Sorrow Randomizer 2. Basically took the old randomizer that hasn't been updated in like a couple years and, you know, made some nice changes. We even have boss shuffle. So if the bosses is not at a dead end, we actually move bosses around. Best music in game coming if we have some frames to play it. So Razzo's on try 2 with Graham. Takes a flame demon to the face. Oh yeah, that's 290 damage right there with Red Minotaur. That's that's some good DPS right there. Or you can miss. All right, so now Razzo's on phase 2 of Form 1. Fuse. Okay, Fuse has made it to Julius. Handgun is a good weapon, but the thing with Julius is if you stay out of his range, you're golden, basically. And so basically what you do with the handgun is you just keep shooting him, because if you hit Belmont 4 times, he flinches. So, you know, Fuse would have gotten hit there, but, you know, hit Belmont, so he flinched, and then, yeah. So you just keep shooting him from like a mile away. Because Belmont hits like a truck. He's still having some bit rate problems, but it's still fine. Razzo's still on the second form of Graham, getting kind of close to the end there. And that Mana Core doing 250 damage a time is pretty strong. Mind you, Belmont I think has 5,000 hit points, so it's just small nickels and dimings for the big pool, but hey, that's the 4th time you hit Mana Core, that's 1/5 of the health gone. Ooh, Tear of Blood was the other item there. That's actually going to help out Razzo, because Razzo never found the rune ring. Ooh, got a 4-hitter there. That's a 500 damage to Belmont. You love to see that. Oh, and we've done enough damage. We got the Grand Cross coming. We're now on phase 2. Belmont's like, oh, I guess I have to use my tools against you now. So all the classic Castlevania weapons are now going to be used. The boomerang, the axe, the holy water. Yeah, no, Fuse got really lucky there with that quad hit with Manicore. Nice! Great fight from Fuse there. Moves on to the Chaotic Realm, the final area of this game. All the areas from the castle are now like mixed up in this little hodgepodge. There's still items we can check here if Fuse wants to see if he can just pick up a cleave off the ground. I don't call GG's yet, Magius. Chaos is the great equalizer. We actually had a restream where both runners were on Chaos for like 30 minutes. In fact, Dev, one of the other runners, did not have enough equipment to handle their Chaos fight and ended up forfeiting. Yeah, Fuse is going to definitely be abusing Manicore through most of these rooms. Fuse is going to take the safety save, taking the safety save. Razzo's handful of rooms away from their Julius fight. Actually did some shopping, it looks like. Oh, Fuse Resane does not want to re-heal from that point. Okay. Also, Fuse, kill one enemy so you can level up. It'll make things just a tiny bit easier for you. Alright, the one room that is that makes it to where we always have to have school up. Razzo just now made it to Belmont. Fuse can now check another item here. Ooh, Satan's Ring. Not grabbing it, got the Rune Ring. Satan's Ring's basically the second best option though. Yeah, ooh, a high mind up. Fuse is like, hey, I still have Rune Ring, doesn't matter, okay. And that's it for item checks here. Razzo's using some Red Minotaur against Belmont. Good choice, good choice. Does 300 damage. And if you get hit, you get to do 300 damage back. Fuse got hit by Succubi. Took some damage. And is about done, almost to Chaos. Razzo's now in phase 2 of Belmont. And now Fuse is on the final boss, Chaos. 2 phases. First off, you lose all your abilities. You still have like double jump and stuff like that, but in order to get your red, blue, and yellow souls back, you have to destroy these statues. They each do something different. The yellow one will drain your magic. The blue one will turn into a dragon and try and slam into you. The red one will summon 4 diamonds to try and hit you. Alright, Fuse did a very quick kill on the blue one, so now Fuse can do his dashes now if he wants to with Manicore. Razzo, that probably should have hit Belmont, does get the kill on Belmont though, and will be joining Fuse in the Chaotic Realm. Alright, Yellow Soul's gone, so we have our passive soul back. I think the red Chaos only has a few hits left, and then we'll go on to the final form. There's going to be a core in the center. The core has 3,000 hit points. Doesn't seem too bad with all the damage numbers you've been seeing Fuse and Razzo do. However, it has high defense. In order to destroy the defense, you have to take out these eyes that are on the walls. So Fuse is going to go ahead and dash into it, doing 222 damage with the dash. Takes a hit, gets all the magic back. It looks like one eye's already dead. With one eye dead, we're already doing 39 damage a hit, so I think this is just going to be a 2-eye fight here. Masamune only does about 5 damage there. I don't know how much the dashes are doing, but I think Red Minotaur might do more damage, and you might be able to take out another eye while you're doing it, but we have enough healing. Okay, so we're doing about 150 damage a cycle, so, you know, a dozen more cycles, which should be good. Then you just get yourself hit, and hey, look, you have magic to do all that crap again. It looked like Fuse got wombo comboed there. If you get womboed, you're going to lose like 700 hit points really quickly. And it's really easy to get womboed in this fight with the Bone Dragon flying around, the little green explodey, you know, orbs. And doing about 300 damage each back and forth there with Manicore. Probably has about 1,000 hit points left. Oop. Don't get womboed there. I know you take damage to get all your magic back, but don't get womboed. You still have your high mind ups. What if that 5 damage was the 5 damage that won the game? Oh, ooh, getting close to getting womboed there. Razzo takes the Mana Prism. Razzo's only a few rooms away from Chaos. Oh, Fuse just took everything. He's going to get blown up a bit here. Alright, looks like he's fine. And there it is! Get your GGs in chat for Fuse! He's going to be the first one that finishes and moves on to the Losers Finals with an official RaceTime.gg time of 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 52 seconds. Fuse will face the loser of Jupiter Climb versus Padoka Boys. And yeah. But GG Razzo's too made it to the top 4. Very close. I mean, you know, Razzo's only 5 or so rooms away. Unfortunately, not finding the Rune Ring, not finding the Demon Melt early. Honestly, Fuse's biggest early advantage was the Demon's Melt, but it did get really close there. That death to Graham probably was what did it, but I mean, Fuse did find the Rune Ring too. So but yeah, get your GGs. All right, we're going to have a very quick interview with Fuse because we do have Super Metroid Zelda 3 Randomizer coming up on the same channel, so that's going to be a fun one. In fact, I actually see some of the commentators trying to hoard me out here in the sub real fast. All right, GG Fuse.
Hey, that was a really interesting start. Besides like the really early Demon's Mail, which technically wasn't in Logic for a while, I noticed
What's it
from
with Logic with the Malphas plus the Udini? Oh yeah, no, the Udini you got through.
Houdini was not in Logic
Yep.
until
Yep. Nope.
until
I realized
Light
that.
Interface. Yes, so it was really interesting because with sequence breaks, I realized that there had to be something interesting over in Chapel or Study, because the flying armor was out of Logic and the Undying was out of Logic. So whatever was over there, I wanted it, which is why I did those early sequence breaks and then just went straight for Chapel.
My goodness.
And,
sorry, I don't know if you're watching the stream, but Razo is destroying Chaos with Rim Minotaur right now. Anyway, no, but real quick, so did you ever feel like you were in the lead or felt behind?
I definitely felt behind when I realized there had to be something interesting in Chapel or Study, because my guess was that Panther was over there, which would have put the Undying in Logic to put the I don't know, what was the other one again? Flying armor in Logic. It turned out that was Hippogriff over there, or maybe
I don't remember. It's been a crazy season. Yes.
Backdash was over in like Study, which put Backdash Room into Logic, which was Hippogriff, I think. Or no, it wasn't in Logic yet. Gula was in Logic before that other stuff.
Yeah. So you're going to laugh at this. Oh, we have 10 minutes? Oh, I thought we had a lot less time. Realistic about 5. Okay. So we received Razdo wants to join in. But here's a funny little fact. Both of you were in go mode at the exact same time. You both found your yellow book at the exact same time. Guess where Razdo found his?
Was there a dupe in Cemetery?
There was a dupe in Cemetery. You both fought your respective bosses down in that corner. And then you went into, the last location in that area and both found your yellow books at the exact same time.
So I actually considered Cemetery, but I decided to go for Arena because of how late I found Slide.
I'm surprised.
So I figured that there was a possibility that Slide would put something in Logic in Arena, and therefore something important would be there. And that, I guess, may have actually been the case because Medusa Headroom was Giant Bat, I believe.
And that Giant Bat, I'm surprised you didn't keep it for the thing you can do in the DDR
room right below. I thought of that right after I reset, but I'm looking at Giant Bat and I'm like, What do
Yeah,
I need
I
that
gave
for
you
at this
some. I
point?
gave you a good roasting for that. I gave you a good roasting for that. Like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? No.
Ah,
I also
yeah,
gave
but
you.
I
I also
mean, I
gave
was
you a
kind
good
of
roast.
hoping it would be at Valor instead of
Yeah.
DDR room, but I mean, I guess
Hey, it worked
DDR
out.
room isn't that slow when you have giant bat.
So just to kind of give you a quick overlay of this race, you finding that Demon's Melt early gave you a massive lead. Plus, you were manticoring all over the place. Um, Rad
Yeah, that
never really abused his dash. I don't even think he knew he had it for a while because he found it about the same time you did.
yeah,
Um,
that Arc Demon with that was amazing.
oh yeah. Well, and then at the very end, Raz was abusing Arc Demon with Red Minotaurs, was doing 400 damage to the core. It was insane. I was watching. I wanted to call it, but yeah.
I was like really carefully double checking the shop because I was worried about the chaos fight. I had Khalid Bog and Muramasa, and I'm looking at it like, is the core resistant to
I'm
dark
surprised you.
damage? Or,
I'm surprised
but then I
you.
realized I didn't really need it because I could just rush back and forth repeatedly.
I'm surprised you didn't abuse Red Minotaur.
I'm just not really that familiar with it. I haven't practiced at all with it. I always just kind of fall into the patterns I know. I did use the red minotaur once or twice. I think I actually missed because I was too close to what I was trying to
Yeah.
attack. And
All right.
that's where trying to use it when I'm not really familiar with it kind of backfires.
Yep. No, but yeah, no. So you now move on. You're in the final three. You face Padoka. You face the loser Padoka versus Jupiter. Preferably, hopefully, we get that taken care of tomorrow. So we can have the finals on Sunday. But yeah, who you want to go against that will take you to the finals?
I'm sure I won't make it to the finals. Podolak, however, will be a race that looks less embarrassing to me than a race versus Jupiter will, though, I think.
I wish our race got restreamed. I'm not gonna lie. Um,
Our one in the first bracket you're talking about?
yeah, yeah, it was a
Yeah,
fun
that
one.
actually was a pretty good one in regards to how
No,
it
yeah,
looked when I watched it back and everything.
yeah, no. I mean, I was trying to explain to people that there's now the new you can farm strategy now that I abused during our race that gave me the upper hand because both of my monsters were like right next to each other.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
it backfired so horribly for me. When I went back to the VOD, I looked at the time. I actually was farming for over 5 minutes before I
oh
gave up on it.
jeez. Oh jeez. Anyway, we do have to wrap things up. Don't forget to give Fuse here a follow. If you have any recommendations you guys want for the Castlevania randomizer, the Aria of Sorrow Randomizer, let him know. He's working on it. We have some. Do you have anything good that's going to be updated here soon?
I've kind of been, well, not really soon, but I mean, for a while, I've been doing a little bit here and there. I was trying to get a like area randomizer going where the
Oh,
areas get like linked to different areas. Like
that
you
would
see
be
that in some of the
super
like Super
fun.
Metroid randomizers and stuff.
Oh, shop price random. Oh God, shop price
Yes,
random.
somebody was suggesting that to me the other day, and I mean, it didn't sound like a bad idea, and it's simple enough. Like I already like edit shop prices
All
here
right.
because the what is it? Blocking mail is too cheap.
Yep. Okay. I do have to cut things off here because we do have the SNZ3 race. So I'm going to be handing this off over to Apathy Duck and Ace Zero. And yeah, congrats on the win. We'll see what happens in the losers finals. Have a good day, man.
All right, see you.